Okay. Alrighty, I think we got it. And hopefully the camera is not too wonky. Because I try to frame up everything nicely in the shot, you know. But yeah, and you guys are seeing a different angle because the webcam's coming from this way, and you guys are coming from the other angle. So yeah, you're able to see we've got our candle for Sobek tonight because this is the appearance of Sobek in Ombos, and of course in Kamumbo, Sobek's. I'm not sure exactly how this worked. I don't know if they like shared or what because Horus and Sobek shared a temple, of course. And Hathor, we know Hathor to be Horus's wife, but at Kamumbo, she could also be Sobek's wife. So I don't know how they worked that out, but but anyway, so we have her. Huh?
One's about what you know about the Ptolemaic their deity
Soknopaya? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So Jory was asking about Soknopaya. I think that was Sobek in a local aspect from one of the oases. And actually, if there's a book, it's called Religion in Roman Egypt. It's kind of a difficult read, but it does talk about Soknopayo, and so that was kind of a derivative of it. In the original Egyptian, it was probably Sobek and Pa something or other. But
My
that
understanding of what the Egyptian would have been was something like something.
maybe so. But yes, but that was a local manifestation of Sobek from the Roman period. But anyway, so yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. And let me check over here, guys. Kind of okay. Yeah. Um. Let's see. Oh goodness, and I personally had a nightmare. Well, here's something funny. Since you guys mentioned that, apparently at one time in pre-Islamic Arabia, uh, a woman could have multiple husbands. It wasn't done all the time, but it did occasionally happen, and that was something that uh, was frowned upon, of course, and was you know uh, everyone from like Hammurabi, I think, in the time of the Babylonians on into Islam, they were like, no, we can't have this happening. This is not cool. A woman having multiple husbands, but it did happen apparently in pre-Islamic Arabia. So hey, you know,
The reason, sorry, the reason I wanted to bring up something that
Mm.
I've been reading, it's been a while, but I've been getting, I don't know how to say it, but where I've been getting the sense that they're all going to.
Okay.
I don't know much about him. All I know is that he was the point of view, Muslim converting to the point
Yes.
of Velvet.
Mhm.
That was a combined deity of a crocodile body with a head of a monkey.
Yeah. Well, that's something. Post on the group, and there might be some folks who are able to do some research. And if you're on Discord, there might be some folks there that can dig up more about Soknopayo and Sobek of the Fayum, because information on him is a little difficult to find. But sure, yeah. Well, and you don't need research in order to start. As a matter of fact, so we can kind of start with that tonight. So I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. And like I said, Darren's not here this time, so he usually, he missed out on the cool waters tonight. So but so see something going. I'm barely hit a one. Um. So. Yeah, and actually the question is Hathor sometimes paired with Amun or with Ptah? She Hathor is just as versatile as Horus. Horus has a lot of different incarnations and aspects that he appears in. So does Hathor. So she's we can say she's a polymath. Haha. So, okay, well let's go ahead and get started, guys. And I hope everyone's been having a good week. And if not, then I'm there with you. This has been a really long and tiring week for me, so let's try and build some healing vibes, shall we? So let's get started. So okay. These cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Anichidu. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts, and we've cast out all evil that pertains to us. And I'm missing flinging water at Darren right now. We are pure, we are pure, we are pure, we are pure. And we will get him with cool waters later. So. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll get to that. Okay. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light. The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light. The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in now and who will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are all purified with it. Receive the light. So now we light our candle for Sobek, Lord, in his aspect as Lord of Ompos, and in all of his names and forms. We welcome you. Come in peace for Sobek. And Mama Sekhmet, that she may continue to bring strength and healing to those who need it. Come in peace. You arise in the Aketis Kefri, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You set in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules of Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, and hail and praise unto you, O Sobek, O Hathor, Sekhmet, all you Nechiru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his Svet. May you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Take these the cool waters which are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. O Yunechuru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunechuru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you. It adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Yunechuru, we give to you this eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Get it to stay up. There we go. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunechuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. And last week we planted a garden bed, and we've just got a few radishes germinating. Of course, where we are down south, everything's starting much earlier than up north, but may it be the start of a good growing season for everyone here in the northern hemisphere, and a good harvest for everyone in the southern hemisphere. The gardens prosper, and Hapi rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, O Yunechuru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure, pure is Sobek, Lord of Ombos, within his house. Pure, pure is Hathor within her house. Sekhmet within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Sobek, for Hathor, for Sekhmet. In every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horaketi. Come to your body, O Sobek, O Hathor, O Sekhmet. Come to your bodies, O Yunechuru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Sobek, before Hathor, before Sekhmet. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Huh? Okay, well, just it's okay. You can just sort of watch, and you don't have to be at your shrine right now.
I would be if I said what my feet hurt, but I'm going to be here on my feet,
Okay.
and then I'll tonight.
Okay. Ora Horketi and your son, the Osir Nisu Nebkepere, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And now, from the table of gods to the table of the blessed dead. We light this candle for them, that it may be the eye of Horus that lights their way in Duat. Oh, hold on. We'll do this a different way. There. So that will be their eye of Horus that lights their way. And these cool waters from the table of Osiris, their hearts may be refreshed. There we go. Porekeru, Tahenket, Kakao Abdu Senachmerhat, Kutnibet Noferwebet Alkhed Nacharim, and Kawing Aku Punibu, Makerunibu Hirnachra. Voice offering 1,000 bread and beer, beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which God lives, for the cause of all of these Aku, all of these blessed dead, all true of voice before the great God. Okay, I'm going to check over here, make sure I stay caught up with the things. Yeah, no wheelchair Jesus tonight. So he's entertaining our friend Preston. Um, so let's see. Hmm. Oh, it's sarcastic saying finals week start after this. Oh wow. Yeah, that's right. Because I think you guys are on the. You said you're on the quarter system. And prayers to Kit Fox's prayers that I get my positive pregnancy test this week. Yes. Well, we asked Hathor to bless you in that regard. And yes, Sobek also presides over fertility. Maybe he will give you guys a hand. Yeah, you'll have to get there caught up on the cool waters. Yes, I will. So. Oh, okay. Hey, yeah. So you have a friend who got wanted to get pregnant and has so, uh, absolutely. So we're definitely offering our thanks for the things that the gods have done, especially over the last week to watch out for us, and we ask for their continued blessings, life, stability, health, and good fortune. May they continue to give those to us, and may Lady Hathor and Sobek Papadile, he's been lovingly nicknamed. May he grant blessings to all of those that are seeking them. So we'll read a couple of things for him, and then we'll just hang tight, and we'll also get to do the fortunes too. So I can pull one for you if you want. So give me just a minute. And next week we will be honoring Bast. So another Bastapalooza. Yes. Okay. So a couple of hymns to Sobek. Hail to you, the twin of Ra, who arose from the primeval waters, Lord of Tashe, son of Neat, mighty God, whose seizing cannot be seen, ruler of rivers, governor of the winds, great male, rutting bull, Lord of love, Lord of Akhu, he who loves taking, great of terror. Drive off your wrath, let pass your raging, cut short your mourning, let your beauty come. Welcome in peace, O Lord of peace. And I have to, I'm sure it goes without saying, but just in case, seizing, a mighty God who's seizing, that's not as in like, neurological seizing, but as in taking. So the mighty God who's taking cannot be seen. Hail of Sobek. Pregnant. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Sobek is that's the thing, and if you think about a crocodile, they hide in the water, and then suddenly they come they snatch something out of the water and then disappear again. So that's his whole thing is, he's kind of like Honey Badger. He takes what he wants. So, Hail of Sobek, great God, Lord of Tashe, great male who came from noon, white of teeth, green of scales, keen of face and raised of brow. Again, you can imagine the crocodile. Lord of strength and virility, raging one who drives away evil. You are Lord of the Nile, who makes the two banks green, the winding Lord of the winding waterway and sky, in your carnelian temple in the mountain of Baku. Yeah. And something for Hathor. And of course, we ask Hathor to bless everyone who seeks love, and to continue to bless those who have a relationship, that it continue to flourish and be good. So, yes. Hail, O Hathor, golden lady, mistress of love, O beautiful one who comes in joy, mistress of dancing and revelry, beloved daughter of Ra, lady of turquoise and gold. You light up the sky with your brilliance. Shine upon all faces and bless us with your love. O Eye of Ra, may you defend us from evil. O Mistress of the West, may you embrace our blessed dead and guide us safely to them when our day of mourning comes. And I'm going to have to go back and try to find where it was that I was reading about this and see if there's more that I can pinpoint on it. But tonight's feast is an appearance. There were certain the terminology that they used for their festivals was very specific. Of course, a sailing we know about. Probably the statue would go on a bark and would float in the sacred lake, because we have a sailing for Mut. We have last week was the sailing of Ra and Heliopolis. Sometimes in some sources you'll hear that, or you'll see it translated as a navigation feast. Like there's the navigation of Hathor that comes in, early October. But you also have an appearance and then a going forth, and those meant two different things. And we're not entirely sure what the specific difference was, but I think it ended up being a matter of what the sacred statue would do, and what kind of a procession they would have. If it was an appearance, they would do one thing. If it was a going forth, there would be something else involved. And so you'll see that, when there's the going forth like of Neat, and then, an appearance. So here is where Sobek makes an appearance, and maybe it didn't go quite as far, like just to the front part of the temple or something like that. But anytime you see that, and when I make the calendar, I try to specify, whatever it said, like in either the Cairo calendar or in another source that I use. They'll say appearance or going forth, or whatever. So, you know, here, all we can do is just kind of have them in this one spot. But eventually, if we get to a point where we can, have a bigger space, we might be able to do something specific for an appearance versus going forth, or whatever. So, but that being said, let's start off with a cookie. I'm going to pull one, and this is for anybody who's tuning in afterwards. So this is going to be, for all of our folks that tune in later. It's, for you for the week ahead. Okay, this one kind of got folded up in there. And it says, devotion is worth the effort at this time. So there you have it. Devotion is worth the effort at this time. And what's really funny is in the Cairo calendar, the way we have it adjusted to, our modern calendar, on April 15th, which of course in the U.S. is when taxes are due, I believe the forecast is that the gods hear your words. They listen to prayers, which is oddly kind of appropriate. But I think that's also the sense here. Devotion is worth the effort at this time. So those prayers will be heard. Okay, and I see some icons for cookies over here. Oh, Mary, welcome. Hello. Okay. Okay. All right. And Kayleen says prayers for Mozambique and Madagascar, which just been hit by a cyclone twice, and Malawi, because a cyclone and an outbreak of cholera. Absolutely. Oh. Okay, Mitch Twitch was asking, what's a good source for Kemetic holidays? Well, there's there's a few of them, but let me go ahead and give you guys real quick. I'm going to open up another link because I should have bookmarked. Okay, come on. Alrighty, and basically I'll give you the calendar that we're using right now. Here we go, and now it's set for this year, so it's not like an every year one, but it'll be a good point of reference for you. And here we go. So Mitch Twitch, there you go. Just follow that link, bookmark it. That's our calendar. That's what we're doing here, and also I kind of break it down in where is it? Celebrating the Egyptian gods. That has a variety of different feast days listed. And what I also tried to do was kind of compare. This is what we're doing, and then what like the Kemetic Reconstructionist and the Orthodox kind of where their dates fall in, because they're offset from ours by about 2 weeks. But I tried to kind of give you a point of comparison with that. So that would be the best source that I would recommend. And of course that was what I used to write up the calendar for this year. That I just gave you a link to. So okay. Okay, yeah, and as for lunar feasts, that's in Circle of the Sun. So okay. Oh, awesome. That's right. I know your birthday's coming up soon. So happy early birthday.
I guess my, I'm also my
Awesome. Well, cool. But okay. Did you want a divination? Did you want a cookie? Okay. Well, Jory is tuning in with us on the Facebook chat, so we're going to go ahead and pull one for him, and then next it's going to be sarcastic. So. Okay, well, Jory, this one's going to be for you. Jory, this says you will be reunited with old friends. So there you go. Sounds like good news. Okay, and next, sarcastic. Sarcastic. You're the good cookie today because it's empty. I guess that's their way of saying you know the answer, whatever the question was. Okay. Let's see. All right. So, Kristen is next. Okay. It's just one this time. Let's see what they say. Your exotic ideas will lead you to many exciting new adventures. So I think this is encouragement for any creativity you've got going on right now. Your exotic ideas will lead you to many exciting new adventures. Okay. And now Daniel and then Sebekekaway. All right, is that more cookie? Aha! Daniel, that one was empty too. That's kind of strange. Two empty ones, in one round, but I think they're telling you, you know what to do in this case. So, okay, Sebekekaway was next. This one has a fortune. I can see it. And it says, if your friend wants to learn to drive, don't stand in the way. Yeah. What's interesting about that, there's a couple of different ways you can take that. Your friend wants to learn to drive, don't stand in the way. Don't stop them, but don't stand in the way and don't be in the way when they're trying to learn to drive because yeah. Give people the freedom to make mistakes. Because that's how they learn. Just don't put yourself in a position to be their collateral damage as they or part of their learning process. Just give them the space to do. So if your friend wants to learn to drive, don't stand in the way. It's good advice for teenagers too. So hopefully, with any luck, in another 16 years or so, you'll be doing that too. Okay, Mary Fleckowet and then Kit Fox. Beloved Lulu, what is the message for you? There we go. Okay. Mage Wopawet. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Make sure that it's a good abundance. It's funny because what do they say about Ptah? His heart prompted him to speak, and that is how creation came about. So speech is very powerful in our way of seeing things. So make sure that it's something good. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Okay, Kit Fox. And as always, we are cheering you on. We ask the gods to bless you with what you and Sebekekaway have worked so hard for. Kit Fox, there are riches headed your way. And to read it one more time, there are riches headed your way. May they be the riches of heart and family and love and memories and all those good things. Okay, it's a 9/11 Sean is next. And then Alexandra after that. So 9/11 Sean. Okay. You are contemplating some action which will bring credit upon you. So 9/11 Sean, you are contemplating some action which will bring credit upon you. Hopefully that will help you make a good decision. You're contemplating some action which will bring credit upon you. And next is Alexandra. Oh, I just hopped right out. Hang on, I was just trying to get some space in here. Alexandra, the day only gets better. To read that one more time, the day only gets better. So I hope that is some good tidings. Oh, and you know what? That's something else that we need to do. We need to offer Ma Aunt because she's kind of guarding our fortunes right now. But I was like, wait a minute. Usually she's not sitting right here. I guess because we don't have our usual assistant with us. Yeah, but let's go through our fortunes and we'll do that. So. Let's see. Oracle and then imagination. Okay, good night. We're going back to sleep. Okay, well, Amy, good night. I know. When am I getting the post office box? Well, I was hoping to get some questions answered this week, and that didn't work out. But let me keep working on that. I will let you know as soon as I have it, and I'll post that on the Discord. Just bear with me. have been really, really tired and drug out the last week or so. So one of the things that I pray for is a little bit of healing and energy, to kind of get back onto things because I've just been so wiped out. But the PO box is coming. So Oracle, and then Imagination Bound. So Ori. So you got two. Okay. So here's the first one. First one, examine the situation before you act impulsively. Now there's another one here. Open up your mind. Let your fantasies unwind. But examine the situation before you act impulsively. Sounds like it's not time yet. Don't jump on something yet. It may be premature. Just open up your mind. Let your fantasies unwind. And that might give you some creativity to solve a problem without acting hasty. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yes. Don't be hasty because you could your creativity or your problem solving skills could suffer if you jump the gun. And I kind of get the feeling that the mod is like sort of helping us with the fortunes this time. So, okay. So Imagination Bound. You are never selfish with your advice or your help. An Imagination Bound, the immediate sense I get is that you might either be thinking yourself or somebody may be trying to tell you that you're stingy or something. This is saying, no, you are never selfish with your advice or your help. The flip side of that is don't put yourself out in the process. And believe me, I've had to deal with that, within the last few weeks. So there's nothing selfish in taking care of yourself because you can't be there for others if you're in a bad way. But you are never selfish with your advice or your help. And Mary Trump. Our lovely and talented Mary Draw. Your kindness and generosity will be appreciated by others. Your kindness and generosity will be appreciated by others. Well, it sounds like you might have somebody who appreciates it already. You mentioned having a relationship. Congrats. Okay. All right. So next is Mitch Twitch. And yes, a plan a meetup for the days on the year and run pet. Absolutely, that's something I hope to do. Let's see. Haha, what friend. But okay, so Mitch Twitch. Now, what's the significance of Venus entering Aries? Before 9/11, you're like, damn it, I contemplate a lot. Well, follow your instincts. You know what's a good idea and what's not. But let's go ahead and get Mitch Twitch. Was I you're the one who requested? Let me scroll back. Yeah. Oh, and then Serrana. Okay, cool. All right, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we're gonna do Mitch Twitch and then Serrana. We're gonna pick up with you. Besides, I got the feeling that that shift in the order may have ended up being necessary. But okay, this is Mitch Twitch. It's funny. I started to read this upside down. Mitch Twitch, stop trying to do, just do it. Stop trying to do, just do it. In the words of Master Yoda, try not, do or do not. There is no try. Now for Serrana. Here we go. Serrana, a romantic evening awaits you tonight. Lucky you. Says a romantic evening awaits you tonight. Or something saying maybe over the course of the weekend. I don't know, but huh? Oh, awesome. So Shannon. Okay, let's go ahead and pull one for her. And for Shannon. Joy is the feeling of grinning on the inside. You know, I got a sense with that don't be too forward with your opinions in this new job just yet. Keep some things to yourself, and feel it out before you let them know what kind of a wild child you are. Okay, well, hey, that's good, but yeah, joy is the feeling of grinning on the inside. Absolutely. Okay. Let's see. Somebody up in the Discord. Okay. So talking about the Venus transit through Aries. Poor Sarandra. Well, considering it's an hour to midnight, it doesn't seem to happen. I find it funny that I ask a serious question they can't remember from the other side. Yeah. Stiff. Well, maybe a partner might help give some insight into something with regard to that, Serrana. Here's hoping. But yeah, of course, just regarding Venus, the funny thing is for me, I've gotten to the point where I don't see it as Venus, I see that as Ishtar. So whatever the planet is doing, that's for me, that's Ishtar. But if anybody's got any other requests for cookies, let me know. But for the moment, we have said hymns and prayers to the gods. We have sought their wisdom. And so now we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, with our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your cause shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. This fat is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. May we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And if anybody's got any other prayer requests, just let me know. I will say a general prayer for everyone so that we can all have a good week ahead. And for everyone who has been struggling, yes, and since someone mentioned the countries of Mozambique and Madagascar, places, yes, in Africa, well below where the headwaters of the Nile are, but certainly where the Indian Ocean can send storms and has done so. May they find relief and healing and the strength to rebuild, and an end to the suffering, especially the cholera, which unfortunately tends to follow disasters like this. May they be able to rebuild better and more resilient and able to withstand whatever comes next. Because unfortunately we know this won't be the last time. Because there will always be storms. But may people always be able to recover. O you gods, may you grant life, prosperity, and health, alertness, favors, and affection. May our eyes see you every day as one's righteous who set you in their hearts. Supply our needs of bread and drink, and guard our mouths in speaking. Come to us and give us counsel. Make us heedful of your wisdom. When one appeals to you, you come from afar. Lend your ears to the lonely and the poor. May you give breath to those who are wretched, and bread to those who have none. Guardians of the weak, may you set the oppressed free, and let your blessings surpass all wealth. Okay. Yeah, and maybe they know I've had an awful time and want to give me something to look forward to. Hey, maybe so. And like I said, that particular fortune about a romantic evening, I got the sense that extend that through the weekend. Yeah, so don't write it off just yet. But okay, and Mitch was prayers for my boyfriend. He has CP and is having to deal with aggressive therapy. CP is in cerebral palsy because that's what Darren has. And if so, what kind of therapy is he having to deal with? Because goodness, Darren could tell you an awful lot about that. But we certainly want prayers for your boyfriend then, and prayers for healing, and hopefully they've learned some better things now about how to treat someone with that than they did back when Darren was younger. And if anyone's got any other requests, just let me know. what I'm going to do is go ahead and start our prayers for the offerings to endure, but I'll make sure that I don't miss anybody. What's up? Okay, well, hold on. Let me turn this up. So you've got a couple of prayer requests. Yeah. What I did, So your mom has got some tests that they've run. Okay. Oh, absolutely. So we asked Mama Sekhmet to since health and good test results for your mom.
And then also for me, I injured myself twice, both my foot, and then now I'm sick with my legs.
Oh goodness, and yeah, that's more of a concern for you than it would be for most people, I would think. Right.
And then the third thing is like
Find.
if I get lucky one day finding someone.
Yeah, finding a relationship. Well.
When I want directed particularly
to Hathor. Absolutely. Okay, well, I tell you what, I'm also going to read the prayer that's on our candle for Sekhmet. As a prayer for healing. So, and the candle's quite warm. Hail, Sekhmet the Great, Eye of Ra, who hides him within her iris. Hail, Sekhmet, mistress of light, who moves in brightness. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of darkness, at whose setting the dusk comes. In peace, Sekhmet, mistress of fear, whose seal brings death. Hail unto you, Sekhmet, daughter of Ra, who loves Ma'at, who detests Zizpet. Most holy of the gods, one seeks life in you. And may you bless us with your healing, O Sekhmet. Okay. Alrighty, and all right, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Yes, and it'll be a little more lively next time because we'll have Darren. I think right now they're setting up our friend's PlayStation 5 so that they can test out the 4K on it, but I don't know. I don't know what you guys' experience is, but that seems to be a guy thing for me, is sitting there and messing with equipment, like TVs and stuff like that, and messing with a whole bunch of settings. And for me, it's the most boring thing on the earth to sit there and watch them doing this. But, okay, whatever. So, hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Kepri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure. To the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the shrine of Shanit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset in Nicheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Shehuti in Kemenu endures. And the moon is rising right now where we are. As the name of Ra in the Akhet endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Sobek, O Hathor, Sekhmet. May you go forth in peace, O Ra. May you go forth in peace, O Sobek, Hathor, O Sekhmet. May you go forth in peace, O Yenechiru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Alrighty, guys. Now, if anybody's got any other requests, I won't shut it down until I've gotten that. Send love and cool waters to Wheelchair Jesus. Absolutely. And yes, he will be joining us next week. Hopefully I can get those other things set up. And I totally echo with you guys about, getting to a point where we can have a meetup. And, we'll have to talk about that on the Discord maybe. Because I don't want to have a full scale like con and get like a meeting space and everything without being incorporated first, because that way you can, insure it so that nothing, if something crazy happens, they can't like come after us, But if I wanted to do something informal, back in the 90s, we were doing mush meets, for our telnet games and stuff. So, and that was pretty low key. It's just, a bunch of people get together and, there wasn't like a meeting space or anything. But,
I know where you're going with this. You're like, let's get incorporated so in case something burns down.
Another thing too is being able to have security for an event so that in case some randos on the street come in and they want to see what we're doing and then they take issue with it, we can have security come and escort them away so they don't cause a scene. Because especially in the town where we are, they had an anime convention for the first time in 2015, and there were like religious people picketing outside the anime con. And of course, in bigger cities, you're like, what? This is ridiculous. But nobody around here had ever heard of that before. So, so that's why I want to make sure that, we don't have, to deal with randos. So, one of those things. Yeah. So, we'll keep the conversation going on that. But in the meantime, love you guys. I hope everyone does well. I also hope that everybody who files taxes gets like a bountiful tax return this year, so you can give us super thanks. But life, prosperity, and health for everyone. So. Yes. Oh, so okay. So I might know some spots that'll be decently safe for that. More around my area, though. Yeah, and I'd want to be able to kind of scout it ahead of time, But yeah, we'll keep talking about that.
Until we you try.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you heard about what they're doing here in Iowa. I don't remember if I told you about it.
All right, guys. All right, good night, you guys.